Welcome back to not another exploring episode with Gravel Travels, but I want to share this amazing experience I've had with my Land Cruiser 80 series project. This is a 1996 model Land Cruiser, and it still has the original 1FZ FE motor, which is a 24 valve 4.5 straight V6 petrol. This cruiser is a super clean and as straight as an arrow. No signs of ever doing any serious, well if any, off-road. And even the interior tells tales that this was a very looked after vehicle, even with 407,000 kilometers on the clock. But even with everything in its place, neatly looked after and all, we all know things just looks a bit better when you personalize it ever so slightly. And that was exactly what I had in mind. With a set of 35-inch general grabbers, 15-inch mags and a 3-inch suspension lift, this old lady quickly looked the part. But the inside was still 90s, and so we removed the old and started with the new, from the roof liner to the carpets, door panels and seats, with of course that special yellow touch in between. As Damon started with his roof liner, the new seat covers and door panels, the precision when it comes to his work, from neatly tucked in corners to straight line stitching, just amazed me. A true master of art, and a pleasure watching him in action. Just before Damon started putting the door panels and roof liner back in place, I took the old lady to Mark's mobile. I thought while she was all naked, now would be the perfect time to get all the wires fitted for an upgraded sound system, a Brad Harrison plug point for a fridge at the back, and while we are at it, add some sound deadening to the door panels. Oh yes, and replace the headlights with a new set that I managed to buy direct from Toyota, and replace the bulbs with LEDs. After only a month in the making, it was time to see the final results. Well, now this is surely far from done, yes, but now at least I could start enjoying the old lady at least. Damon fitted the gull wings and also recovered the steering wheel, the side panels, the roof, the center console and many more. I think he just added so much extra into this project, which I'm greatly thankful for. As mentioned, this project is far from finished, so the next stop was Zenith Installations, also great mates of mine with amazing ideas. Here Dylan and Chris made light work of my request, a stainless steel roof rack with customized cutouts for my spotlights and some wording on the sides, all which is covered with a product called Gravel Guard, liking the rough textured finish and giving the cruiser more black in its colors. And don't forget the yellow, chaps, don't forget the yellow. Now the rack fitted like a glove, and this old lady is starting to look like a Viking, getting ready for war. With plenty of extras still coming, this excitement gave me sleepless nights, I tell you, as this iconic Land Cruiser is starting to look more and more just the way I want it to. So it's nice and early, and having the cruiser back at home after some cosmetic implants and upgrades. It's time to fit the fender flares. I've been quite excited to get these up and going. So these bad boys here are coming off. These old grannies are coming off. It's a little bit muddy. I took it just for a joyride last night on the way home. And in come the supports here, because I cannot do this one man out. Are you ready?
I had to climb out the shower for this.
It's well worth it, I'm telling you. We need to get this in fit. And with the real old lady now grumpy, I had to work swiftly to get the beast fended up, because tomorrow the front and rear bumpers plus rock sliders will be delivered to my shop from Gobi X, Cape Town, where I had them made. Just more excitement, chaps. Just as expected, the heavy package delivered, all at once. A big shout out to Gobi X in Cape Town. I had a brilliant experience dealing with Johan from Gobi X. These guys wrapped my products like it was my Christmas present. Truly impressed with their superb service, and they supplied every bolt, nut and washer, making it all a simple fit. Now, taking the parts off this old cruiser Well chaps, that was not so simple. You can see when these cruisers was put together, they meant for it to stay like that, making me even more excited to get this old lady out and about. And with the hot metal all loaded, the front bumper being the last of the day's puzzle fitted, young man Robbie just had to fit the lights, and I couldn't help but share his enthusiasm. After all, we were leaving for some playtime tomorrow morning, back over the pond in the wild Transkei, and with the rainfall we've had, we were bound to have some fun. Plenty of it, chaps, hopefully. So finally, I get a chance to go play with this old lady of mine, and after a bit of a patiently wait to puzzle this whole lot together, all the bits and pieces I've had over the last 2 months, this is the first time I'm actually getting an opportunity to take this cruiser out and see what it can do. Meeting up with a few mates who was just as eager to get their metal beast dirty, we head off to one of our local playgrounds, the Transkei. With all the rain, the roads quickly turned into small river crossings with beautiful black mud. What is it with boys and dirt? We just seem to thrive in it. Yeah, where there is a downhill, you are bound to find an uphill. Yes, I know. We have a couple of those rocky ones today, but that will be another good tester for this old lady. Well, and me too. So far, I have noticed that this cruiser is far more forgiving than my Hilux, and it seemed to be making light work of whatever I seem to be throwing at it.
That's one way to do it.
Now, getting through the waterlogged bog holes was one thing. Crossing the river was another. Even though it was not the deepest of crossings, not knowing the line can be difference between driving home or getting towed home. I stayed at the back, following carefully with some peace in mind that the undercarriage is getting a deep clean while I'm having fun. This also reminded me once again just how fortunate we are living in such a beautiful country with playgrounds like these right in our backyards. Look at that. Coming back a bit. Time being the spoil sport of the day made us work our way back to the hotel, but not before we take out a few more Transkei potholes. Because my dear friend Pops, he decided we should stick to a shortcut, turning out to be the longer route home, but without any doubt the best route by far. So we all know these cameras do not do any of these hills, rivers or sceneries any justice. Okay, maybe not the cameras, but the lack of skills operating them properly. But yeah, so maybe with the recorded vocals, this will change the perspective ever so slightly.
Vicus, man, Vicus, wait, Marco, wait. Whoa, go back. Go back. Mark. No, not a. Vicus,
Não, vai dois, louco.
The more things going in the air, the more you want to go. All that thing is okay.
Yeah, this is wild, but guys, listen to him.
Now this thing is next level. The next morning waking up, yeah, Trenery's after taking this old lady out for a play, just to see what she can do, and I tell you what, definitely lives up to its reputation. It's a little bit dirty and dusty, but you got the work done. I'm glad I had these rock sliders fitted and the bumpers, because they definitely saved me more than once. So we've got a couple of things that come loose, which is to be understandable. We've got a loose light here, and this one here has come out, but that I'll just have to replace. That's fine. At least we know what needs to be worked on. So but other than that, I'm very happy. Everything's working, everything seems to be in place. So yeah, big up to Toyota Cruisers. Hope you guys enjoyed the build, fun and laughter as much as I have. I would like to give a shout out to a few of the knowledgeable people who made my dream with this cruiser a reality.